Hello everybody and welcome back to day 4 of my 30 days of Halloween. So I was just about to DIY these mini pumpkin pails that I picked up from Lidl the other day. Something I've been saying that I would do for a while, but it's quite late. It's 8:30. I have just had a coffee which I forgot about and it's now probably cold. It's in fact very cold. So yeah, I figured I don't actually have that much time before I should probably log off. My timing at the moment is I'm trying to log off all internets, all creating at 10. I think that's fair. Anyway, so I don't think I have enough time for that this evening, but I do want to just spend the next kind of hour and a half crafting. And I thought, I know I can round up a project that I've been meaning to do. So if you can see here, I have this little pumpkin head. This has been on my desk for about a month and I've been umming and ahhing about the body for this one. I don't know why. To me, it looks very cutesy, very cozy. It turns out a little bit different than I wanted, hence why I never used it. Like the size didn't turn out quite right for the project that I was working on. So I thought we'd make a body for this one, for this little baby. And I was scrolling through Pinterest and I came across this pin that I saved and I was like, that is what I need to do. I don't know if you can see there, but this pin here has these little pumpkin dolls on and they almost look like they're in pyjamas. Do you see them? So I thought, actually, I already have a head. I just need a body, and that looked like a very basic body. So I thought if we get some little striped fabric going, that I could do my own little touch on that, and that would be perfect for this baby. And it'll be a really quick one because you haven't got to attach arms or legs or anything like that. They've got little scarves on, it looks like, around the neck joint. That's something I typically like to do anyway. Some bells on there. I've got bells on the go at the moment because I did that for the little clawed bag charm that I made the other day. And I think that's going to be an easy one for a tutorial for you guys as well. So let's do that, shall we? I've hunted around for just some stuffing that I have. So I have a little bit of polyfill and I've got a little bit of wool stuffing around as well. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna rip out a page in my book and we're going to use that to make a template. That'll be great. This book, by the way, is fantastic. I think it came from TK Maxx. It's got bugs all over it. I think maybe my mum got me that or something, but it's a really good notebook. I think it's more like a diary notebook because it has this bit across the top, like a date and a day, like the month and the day, so you could circle it of what day it is. But I've just been using it as a note, but the pages are really thick. They're almost like card. So let's sketch out a body. We'll get over there in my fabric stash, pick up some fabric and make it together. What a cozy, crafty evening. I love that. This is how all of my patterns start out, by the way. I literally just use the most random scrap paper and then just roll with it. So I need a half body. It's going to look like that round about the neck, an arm. I'm going to put pokey outy arms round about there. We'll come up, quite skinny arms I want actually. Come up, then a skinny little body I want. And I'm going to do these almost like a gingerbready kind of style. On that one there, they've got little feet. I quite like the feet. Nothing too crazy. Like that. Up and around. I think that'll be good. Does that look balanced? So it looks up with the arms there. Like that. They look like they're getting a bit fatter there. Let's cut out that and see how we feel again. Let's see. I mean, that could work. I don't think the body's quite fat enough, so I'll go off with that one. And then bring that up with that bit there. Might be a bit too big of a gap there by the time the second one opens out, but we will see. Yeah, it's cuter, but like I said, too big of a gap here. Oh, my heater just come on. Just gonna stick these two pieces together now with some washi tape. This is old washi tape from my old shop that I used to have. Let's go about there. There we go. That's the sort of shape that I was looking for. There. Cute. Still looks a little bit wide in the centre, but it's definitely like half a centimetre smaller than it was a second ago. There, pattern piece done. Now I need to find the perfect fabric for my fabric stash. This is where it does get a little bit crazy. This here is to do the panelling or moulding on my walls. So I've got floral quilt. Look, I have actually started to organise these because I'm going to be buying new bins and stuff, but I want to organise them before I work out how many more I have because some of these are really dirty. So, quilt fabric. This is where I was thinking I might have some stripe stuff in. Some little prim decorations in there. Ooh, this could work. It goes on and on. My fabric collection is definitely getting out of hand. I'm thinking I'll find something in here. Sure, I had like a mint kind of version of something like this. I don't want red. I've got baby pink stripes. I'm just looking for like something greeny toned. Ooh, bit of William Morris. Bit of Strawberry Thief by William Morris there, but again, I'm looking for stripes. I folded this neatly the other day. This would be good. A navy with a gold star, but again, I feel like I had a green stripe. Another William Morris. Look at that. Like a kind of stony cream colour. That's nice. Okay, that's where I thought it would be if I had it. I might have used it for another project, I suppose. What's this? Liberty scraps. Big bag of Liberty scraps. We could do it in Liberty fabric. Ooh, black lace. It turns out I've got lots of stripe fabric, but none of the colourway that I want. So I figured I could either go with this like checkered fabric, but this is screaming scarecrow to me because I think I used this fabric on Marty the Scarecrow and I feel like that would just look too scarecrowy. So I'm thinking I could do the body out of this tweedy fabric. Look at that, it will complement the nose well, and then maybe a scarf out of this blue, and that makes the orange pop, doesn't it? I think that looks really good. And then I can have like a little belly part with bells on. I think that'll look good. I think that is the plan. So body out of this, scarf in this. Perfect. Tell me this doesn't look like a tiny little pair of pyjamas. Okay, this is exactly the vibes I was going for. Let's start stuffing it. I have a polyfill to begin with, and then like I said, I'll move on to wool because that's all I have in. But I think this will give me the perfect vibe that I'm looking for. And yes, I should get those little forceps things. Thank you so much to the people that always suggest that. I'm just a creature of habit. I love my dowel. I love my rusty pair of pliers, and between them they do a pretty good job. I should invest in a few more of like good tools, I'm not gonna lie, but until then, we move. Like, what is a girl to do? I also notice I say that a lot. We move. I didn't realise that until I started watching my vlogs back and edited them over the past couple of days. So you have to put up with that, I'm afraid. Sometimes I realise I say really like funny things and I don't realise it until someone calls me out on it, or I just edit myself and I'm like, what? Since when was that part of my vocab? But there we go. Anyway, look at those little feet. That's so cute. Oh, I love making things in the evening. It fills me with joy. I love making things all the time anyway, but evening crafts, cosy evening crafts are my favourite. There we go, look, there's the two little leggies. One little bit of polyfill there, got another little bit floating around there, so I'm going to put those in the arms. Oh, I cut too close to the seam there, so that's opening up a little bit. That's fine. With prims, you can just get a little bit kind of tatty in places and then just hand stitch it up and it looks all part of the charm, you know. So we'll just stuff these arms after stitch that up a little bit, but oh well, happy accident. Body is attached. Look at that. There's a body. The perfect little body you've ever seen. A little bit lumpy in places, but it's all right. We will decorate it. So I just found this little offcut of velvet. This is just an offcut of the one that I used to make the clawed keychain, and I'm thinking that's what will run down the centre there. So I'm just literally gonna cut that into a rectangle. The best part about prims is the fact that you haven't got to serge or fix up any edges. Just a little rectangle will do perfectly. Just running around, well, running down from his chin to his belly, and I'm going to stitch around that and add on some bells. I wish I had some kind of rusty bells. I don't. I could use buttons, I suppose. That would be quite cute, but I wanted bells on him. I'll see in a second. We'll just see what I can find. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this. I'll give you some more music, okay? Speed things up a little bit, because else we will literally be here for hours. I'm sure some of you will like real-time craft videos. I tend to share those on my patterns and stuff like that to give really in-depth videos and stuff like that, but to be honest, I get bored of hearing my own voice and just chatting away, so I will give you some music whilst I just stitch this on and just find some buttons or bells to put on there.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything, with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Calling sick in the morning, baby, don't leave. They don't need to know we're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much. Crazy, deep in love. Oh, this is everything, with you right next to me. So alive.
is the next morning, I'm not even gonna lie. Let me just check my mic's on. Yes, it is. This is Florence. I've called her Florence. I don't even know why she seems like a girl to me. She just does, okay? This is Florence. Sometimes I look at my little dudes and I'm like, oh yeah, you have a certain name, hence why I name everything. I name a lot of inanimate objects as it is anyway, let alone if it's one of my own creations with a cute little face like this. So I've called her Florence, Flo for sure. What a cutie, Patootie in her pyjamas. Do I think she looks a bit like a snowman? I'm not sure if it's because of these bells on there, but I really like them. Listen to them. They're like proper jingly ones. So they were gold. I actually just covered them in Sharpie, hence the Sharpie all over my fingertips, just a brown one. I just like dulled them down a little bit because they were really, really bright gold and they look just a little bit out of place, like you can kind of see around the backs there, but I like this like bronzy colour better, so that will do for my own piece. Anyway, I was gonna like coffee stain her, make these little stripes and this little patch a little bit like more dirty and a bit more toned down, but I haven't. I just wanted to put some stripes on there as kind of like an ode to the original inspiration that I took. So yeah, I'm pleased about that. I've given her a little body and I think it's so cute. This is definitely different to ones that I typically do, but it's a nice addition to my own collection. So there she is, and that's how I made her body on this one. We've shown how to make the head so many times. This one here I did make a little bit different actually. It's 4 segments and it's got like a running stitch down in these. I think that's kind of cool. Cinnamon stick for the stem. And yeah, there we go. There she is. So thank you for hanging out with me on this vlog, which was, what was that, day 4 of my 13 days of Halloween. So I'll be back tomorrow for another video. Lord knows what it is because I need to film one today and I have no plans. So again, we are winging it, but so far I'm loving this. It's actually allowed me to get my projects finished. Yeah, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I truly appreciate it. If you could give me a like and a little comment to help me out, that would be highly appreciated. Don't worry if you don't want to, that's fine too. But anyway, I will be back tomorrow, so hopefully I shall see you then.